Hello students, in another video of your school. So today we'll be discussing about one of the topics in which students are more confused and find it most difficult. So this is nothing but naming of compounds, and that is inorganic compounds. It will be important for you in both class 9th as well as class 10th. So basically let us divide how many types of compounds are there in which we can name them. If we talk about basics, there are only two types of compounds. One in which there is one metal and a non-metal. And the another one in which we have a non-metal and a non-metal. And if we want to classify them more specifically, or if we want to do, then we may talk about where three elements are present, and one of them is always oxygen. Okay, so let us start with when we have to talk about a metal and a non-metal. Okay, when we talk about metal and a non-metal, it is quite easy. You have to read one table in which we have namings of positive charge and negative charge. But when we have to name a metal and a non-metal, the simple rule is metal is named as such, and when we have to name the non-metal, ID is added at the end of it. Okay, let us take an example from here so you can understand it better. Okay, so let us take an example of NaCl. If we talk about it, Na is named as sodium, and it is chlorine, and it is a non-metal, so ID is added at the end of it, so it becomes CHLORIDE, sodium chloride. So this is the way in which we name metal. And okay, so the next one is when we have two non-metals. When we have two non-metals, one of them will be less electronegative. One of them is less electronegative. So let me explain to you what does the electronegativity means. When two elements form a bond, then the bonded pair of electrons is sometimes pulled towards one of the electron, and that electron is known as more electronegative. Okay, so how you will know more electronegative? So we have one order: fluorine, oxygen, nitrogen, chlorine, bromine, iodine, sulfur and chlorine. This is the order of electronegativity, fluorine being more electronegative. Okay, so when we have two non-metals and a bond is formed between two non-metals, the one which is most electronegative, IDE is added at its end. For example, if we have H2S, hydrogen is named as such, like the metal one, hydrogen, and in sulfur we add IDE, that is sulfide, SULPHIDE. So in this way the two non-metals are named. The next one which we are going to talk about, that when we have three elements and one of them is oxygen. Okay, the next one comes when we have three elements and one is oxygen. Okay, so if it has only one oxygen, then along with its normal name we add ATE, 8 to it. Okay, if we have compound which has only one oxygen, if we have any compound which has two oxygen, that means, for example, we have NaClO and NaClO2. Okay, NaCl and NaClO2. Then the one with more oxygen has suffix ATE added to it, 8. And the one with less number of oxygen is ITE as a suffix. So this will be named sodium chloride, and this will be named sodium chlorate. Okay, let me tell you again. See, when we have three elements and one of them is oxygen, that has to be sure one of them has to be oxygen. And if there is only one compound with oxygen, for example if we have KClO only, then there is no problem, only ATE will be added as a suffix along with its name. Suffix means which is added at the end, जो बाद में लगता है. अगर हिंदी में बात करें, so that will be known as उपसर्ग. But when we have compounds, there are two types of compounds. One has more oxygen and one has less. For example, here we have NaClO2 and NaClO. The one which has more number of oxygen has suffix, मतलब उपसर्ग 8 added to it, and the one which has less number of oxygen has ITE added to it. So its name will be sodium chloride and its name will be sodium chlorate. Okay, so one more possibility is there. Okay, so the next one arises when along with oxygen we have halogens. When we have halogens along with oxygen, there is four possibilities. Like here we can see KClO, KClO2, KClO3 and KClO4. Okay, let me explain you again using some of the Hindi. So what am I saying? Previously we talked when we have two oxygens, the one with lesser is named is suffixed ITE, and the one which more suffix is with more oxygen has suffix ATE. Okay, but sometimes when halogen is involved, here we can see the chlorine as halogen. Instead of two possibilities of oxygen, we have four. Here you can see 1, 2, 3 and 4. Similarly, the one with lesser has suffix ITE. Here you can see ITE in both 1 and 2. But the one with higher suffixes like 3 and 4, we have suffix as ATE. So जहाँ पे ऑक्सीजन कम होता है, there is ITE, and where we have more oxygen, the suffix is ATE. It is similar to the previous one. But the basic is, if we have less than 2 oxygen, then hypo prefix is added to it. Prefix मतलब प्रत्यय. Hypo is added along with ITE. If the number of oxygen is less than 2. If the number of oxygen is 2, no prefix is added. If the number of oxygen is 3, no prefix is added, only suffix ATE. But if the number of oxygen is 4, then prefix per is added. Okay, let us revise once again. If the number of oxygen, if we have when we have three elements and we have three elements and one of them is oxygen. If we have only one compound, then ATE is added, ATE as suffix. If we have two compounds, the one with lesser number of oxygen has ITE added to it, and the one with more number of oxygen has ATE added to it. Okay. After that, if we have halogen along with oxygen, then there are four possibilities. That oxygen may be 1, 2, 3 or 4. If the number of oxygen is less than 2, then prefix hypo is added along with ITE. And if the number of oxygen is 4, then per as prefix is added along with the suffix ATE to it. So this is today's class, and you have to read a table to name all this, and I think this will be helpful. Have a nice day. Thank you.